Hey, this is Jim with OSR Garage. Just wanted to talk to you guys about 3 things that may be missing on your Bronco Sport. I went through a few Bronco Sport forums, and everybody's kind of having this consensus that might be missing a few things. So let's talk about that. Alright, so we've got the engine here. So I don't know if you guys notice, but there's at least one thing that's very obvious to me, and that is the engine cover. So I don't know if everybody just thought that they just started shipping them without engine covers, that Ford just decided, hey, they don't need engine covers, so we're just not going to put them on anymore. Because I did have an Explorer that it didn't seem to have an engine cover either, but it did have strut mounts that went across the top of the engine, and there was some other things on there that was covering that area up. So I think it was just part of the design. But this one is actually supposed to have an engine cover, and this is the 1.5 liter. The 2.0 liter on the Badlands and First Editions are supposed to have one too. So where are they? Problem is that because there are parts of them that are back ordered, they couldn't really install them. So instead of holding on to them and saying, well, we can't ship them out because they don't have engine covers, then they just decided, we'll just ship them without the engine covers. And I guess they just figure people wouldn't notice. And so you'll have some of them out there that'll have engine covers and some that don't. But to show you that there is an engine cover for it, here's the engine cover. And here is one of the mounting studs. The problem is the other mounting stud is what's on back order. Also, underneath, there's parts that go underneath this, and on top of the engine itself, which is an insulator, that is also on back order. So you can get these, and the weird thing is they're not plastic or anything. They're kind of this foam, a foam piece. I'm guessing for sound insulation, but I thought that's what the insulator part was for. But I'm not real sure what the deal is with those other two pieces. But you can see that there is, this piece back here is in the way. So it's a bracket that's holding got a couple pins here and underneath here. And then there's this molding under here, but I'm wondering if this might have the insulator that's on back order. That's what this might be. Didn't realize that. So really the only thing, if that's it, which it looks like it, the only thing that would then be missing would be the mounting post back here, or mounting stud. So maybe that's the issue. If that's the case, I'm sure that something can be fabricated to get that on there, and I'll take a look at that in the future. Okay, so we'll move on to the next thing that might be missing, and it also has to do with the engine compartment. So it's basically, it's your hood insulator. So now the problem with this is the base models and the Big Bends and the outer banks, I don't think any of them came with hood insulators. I may be wrong, but from what I can tell, it's only the Badlands and the First Edition that had the hood insulators. So that is another part that is on back order right now. So if you get some of these Badlands and First Editions coming out recently, you may not have a hood insulator on there. Hood pad, they call it different other things, but basically it's to insulate the sound from the engine. So you might check to see if you have one of those. If you don't have one thing I do, the Big Bend does not have it. I'm pretty sure the outer banks don't come with it, and the base model does not come with it. But they are supposed to have engine covers. The other thing that, there's one more thing that people have been talking about being missing. And that is actually underneath as you can see right here, it's hard to get the right angle here, but we've got these pads underneath here. These are basically what Ford calls them as air deflectors. So when the air comes from the front, it comes underneath, and it's basically just got a smooth surface, nowhere to the air to catch, and it goes straight out the back. It's for aerodynamics, so that's what this is covered up for. What we're finding out is that these here on the Badlands and First Editions are metal, so they're more like skid plates because they are the more off-road capable vehicles of this group. And what we're finding out is they'll have one on the driver's side, but the one on the passenger side over there is missing. And I've seen a lot of people complaining about that. So that's another thing you might check out to see if you have both. Now, this is a Big Bend, and it has both, but it's this fiberboard type stuff. It's not the bash plates or skid plates or whatever you want to call it. But what I am going to do, because my wife has complained about road noise, and I think that's what these are supposed to help with, some of the road noise, I'm going to take these off, and I believe there is something up underneath on this side. I can't remember what it is, but I read there is something under this side that this is protecting. But what isn't protected, or isn't underneath there, and there's areas that I've seen where it's just basically two big sheets of metal underneath here. And I'm going to put some sound deadening spray on the bottom side of this and see if that takes care of some of the road noise. So really, that's all that I've got for you guys today. I just wanted to go over those three things that you may be missing off of your Bronco Sport. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and hit the bell notification so you can see some more of these videos. We've got some things coming up. Like I just said, I was going to put some sound deadening material underneath those air deflectors underneath there. Try to help with some of the road noise. Also, we're going to be working on a few more videos on the Bronco Sport, and one's going to be our 5 likes, and then another video on our 5 dislikes. So we've got those 2 things coming up, and then I've also got some other things coming up with the F-150. I'm going to do some 0 to 60 times in normal mode, sport mode, and then with the Super Chips programmer in normal and sport mode, and 87 octane and 93 octane, and then we're going to be looking at possibly getting some 5-star tunes. So that will be next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up so it gets out to other people, and check your Bronco Sport, see if you're missing any of those things. If you are, you can contact your dealer, or you can just go online and buy them. There are places that you can purchase them, although some of the parts are on back order. So you just have to keep checking. You might be able to get the cover, and you might be able to get that one mount stud that I got, but the rest of it's on back order. So check with your dealer. Complain enough to your dealer that maybe one of the other Bronco Sports comes in. They may pull it off of there and give it to you. So I will talk to you later. See ya.